Okay, welcome. This will be week 3 in my sleep football simulation. We have the first divisional series on the line this week, so I will be going over the matchups. We have Apollo versus Tycho, Moscow versus Earth, and we have Jupiter versus Ganymede, Io versus Europa, we have Tethys Station versus Callisto, and Uranus versus Zeus Station. We have Venus versus Mars, and Cydonia versus Nova Station. We have Titan versus Mimas, and Enceladus versus Saturn. Pluto versus Neptune, and Charon versus Triton. So, there are a couple ways these division series winners can play out. We could have Apollo winning. If Apollo wins, Jupiter wins, or Nova Station or Triton win, they seal it up. If they lose, it can play out a couple different ways. So I believe Pluto, Earth, let me get this right. Pluto, Earth, and Mars can't win. I also don't think Io can win either. However, they can, if they win their respective games, they can force a tie. Actually, one addendum to that is Triton. Triton has already won their divisional series because they played Neptune and Pluto, and they play out for the second spot. So they get a star. The star only shows up for the first week that they win it, the week that they win it, I should say, and then it goes to a dot that just is to indicate when they won it. So, Triton has already secured theirs, but the rest, I believe, are up for grabs. These two games, the global, man, made a couple errors last episode. The Galilean Orbit Conference, Saturn Division. If any team can take that, and same with the Uranus division and the Outer Core Conference. Any team can take that with a couple stipulations. There are a few tiebreakers. So, for example, if Saturn wins and Titan loses, Saturn would win. If Enceladus wins and Titan wins, Enceladus would win. If Titan wins, yeah, and it goes back and forth. Mimas can win, and as long as Mimas wins and Enceladus win. So it goes out a few ways. Same over here. We'll get into those meat and potatoes when we get there. But for the time being, let us go into the games. First game on the docket is Apollo versus Tycho. So, if Apollo wins, they seal their divisional series. Tycho wins, they need a little help from Moscow, who has not won yet. So, let us simulate. And the play-by-play. First drive, Tycho gets the ball. They go 77 yards in 10 plays to put a touchdown, making it 7-0. That score is maintained until the second quarter. Top of the second quarter, Tycho goes down the field again and puts up a long field goal, going up 10-0. They get the ball back in short manner, and 6 plays, 80 yards to get another touchdown, capped off with a 50-yard touchdown pass to Granite from Kitchens. Pretty big play, 17-0. They get the ball back again and kick a field goal, going 20-0. 5 minutes left in the second half. With 2:30 left in the second half, Apollo finally responds, putting up a touchdown of their own with a couple big chunk plays with a 25-yard touchdown pass to Murphy from Burks. So they go into halftime 20-17. Out of the second half, Apollo has a 7-minute drive, capped off with a 6-yard run from Vermin to make it 20-14. Tycho responds with a long drive of their own, puts up a field goal. So then here comes the fourth quarter. First drive in the fourth quarter, Apollo makes it 17-23. Tycho responds with a field goal with a long drive. Apollo rushes down the field in 2 minutes, 69 yards. 16-yard pass to Stroudahar from Burks, making it 23-26. They get the ball back with under 2 minutes. They convert a fourth down on their own 40 and take it to the 50. Unfortunately, with 30 seconds left, are stopped on the following 4 plays, getting sacked on fourth down at midfield to seal the game for Tycho. So Tycho gets the, supposed upset, 26-23. And any stats of note, both QBs had really good passing days. Kitchens, 20 for 25, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, a 50 long touchdown pass, 139 rating, really good day. And Burks, 21 for 34, 267 yards, 2 touchdowns, 105 rating. Tycho had decent rushing attack, but nothing crazy. And yeah, Tycho wins despite being 3rd and 10 on third down to Apollo 6 and 11. But the lead that Tycho got in the first half was just too much for Apollo to overcome. So, rough game for Apollo. But For Taiko to win, it is up to Moscow, who has not won a game yet. This is their first home game against division rival Earth. Let's simulate. Alright, first drive of the game, Moscow has the ball. It takes it down the field, 5 minutes, 72 yards, and is capped off by a run from Brandon Suke. 7-yard touchdown run on the second and goal. Nothing much happens in the first quarter. Top of the second quarter, Moscow scores again. Jacob Gray gets a 6-yard touchdown reception from Massey, 14-0. Earth responds with a 4-minute drive, getting a touchdown pass on the board. And with 12 seconds left, the ball goes back and forth a little bit. And with 50 seconds left in the half, Moscow goes down the field in 44 seconds. With 12 seconds left on the clock, there's a 12-yard reception to Hampton from Massey. Just down the seam. Beautiful ball. And by half, it is 21-7 Moscow. Third quarter, Earth gets the ball, and they go down the field in a really short amount of time, and 4 plays, 61 yards, so some big plays in there, and they put up 7 of their own. Earth does a surprise onside kick and gets it, so they get the double dip. They go down the field, cash in on that onside kick with a 29-yard pass from Luke. So, going into the fourth quarter, it is 21-21. Earth drives the field, end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, and they go up 28-21. So, just like that, 21 unanswered points. However, the next following drive, there is a 68-yard run from Brandon Suke. Right down the middle, bounces it out, and just gashes Earth's defense for a huge touchdown run, tying it up. And then Luke throws an interception to Connor Quinn in the following drive. It is 3rd and 4, and just is beaten on the slant. And Quinn pulls it down to the 34. There's unfortunately a missed field goal, so maintains 28-28, not able to cash in on the great interception by Quinn. However, with 3 minutes left, Moscow is with the ball, goes down the field 71 yards and kicks a field goal, going up 31-28. Earth matches a field goal in 2 minutes, 31-31. And with a minute left on the clock, one play after Earth's kick, one play, a 75-yard reception from Hampton from Massey. It is just a deep ball down the left side. He breaks 2 tackles and just takes it all the way. And Earth cannot do anything in the following drive. Stopped on 4th down. And Moscow gives Taiko the help they needed. 38-31. Really high scoring affair. But a lot of big plays in that fourth quarter. 3 lead changes. Really good close contested game. Suke had a day. Yeah, any receiving? We had 48 receiving, so dang. really big stats by him, probably the biggest week anyone's had so far, rivaling Eisenman last week. And Eisenman himself, this game he also had 159 total yards. The two engines, battle of the running backs, 93 reception yards, 66 rushing yards. So both these backs are getting it done, but the back with the most yards happened to be on the winning team. Okay, so for the initial and divisional series for the Inter-Core Conference Earth ends up with Tycho on top, 2-1. Apollo at 2, 2-1. Moscow at 3, 1-2. And Earth at 4, 1-2. So kind of went in a different direction than I thought it was. And pretty close division so far. No 0-3 team out of that division. So they're going into the next cross-conference series. No team winless. Very interesting. All right. Next game is Venus and Mars. Let's sim. All right. Game starts. Venus with the ball. They go opening drive, score a touchdown. Mars responds with a kick. Ball goes back and forth. Stop of the second quarter. Mars gets another kick. Venus touchdown. Mars kick. Venus sputters out, kicks the ball back. Mars takes it, goes down and kicks a field goal. Venus stalls that again, giving Mars the ball back. They go down the field and score a touchdown and miss the 2-point conversion. And with 4 minutes left in the first half, Venus goes down the field in 3 minutes and 30 seconds and caps it off with a touchdown, going up 14-12. However, with 50 seconds left, in 75 yards, 5 plays in 30 seconds, Richardson to Cardwell, 26-yard pass. A lot of chunk plays that drive. And it is 19-14 going into the second half. Excuse me about that. Sorry. Okay. Mars gets the ball at a half, doesn't do much with it, but Venus doesn't do much with it. And Mars gets a good punt return-ish. They go 56 yards, capped off with another 24-yard touchdown pass by Richardson, going up 26-14. Venus, the following drive, kicks a field goal, and they go into the fourth quarter, 26-17. Now, unfortunately, Richardson throws a pick in the ensuing drive. In their own side of the field, so ball must have a couple 3 announced, and then Mars threw a pick. Venus takes that and kicks a field goal, making it 20-26. Now they're able to get another stop on Mars, and they go down the field in desperation mode on their own side of the field. They're 39. They convert a big play on fourth down, 14 yards, Christopherson to Hines. Continue to go down the field. And at 35 seconds, 17-play drive, they take a ton of time off the clock. That's not right. That time isn't right. In 17 plays, they go down and punch in a touchdown with 30 seconds left on the clock. 27-26. And unfortunately, Mars is basically hopeless to stop them. So, 27-26. Venus. Venus gets their first win. And unfortunately, that does secure. No, it doesn't. Rather, the Cydonia has the help they need. Damn, I mean, Mars has the help they need to take the division. So Cydonia and Nova Station are next. Winner of this game will decide the winner of the series. It is a home game for Cydonia. Cydonia, historically, not been great. They have a new coaching staff, though. And Nova Station is not super far removed from a championship 2 years ago, so let's see. All right. The opening drive is to Cydonia. McGee caps it off with a 36-yard reception to from Lattimore. Nova Station doesn't do much with it, and at the end of the first quarter, Nova Station gets an interception. The safety Brown gets the interception and makes some work with it, going up a couple yards. Unfortunately, the Martin Mutombo, he throws an interception all the way on Cydonia's 30. Now Cydonia, ball goes back and forth a little bit in the second quarter. 2 minutes left to go. Cydonia puts up a kick. They happen to get the ball back really fast and puts up 2 kicks, so it is 13-0 by halftime. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry about that. My cat wanted inside. Nova Station doesn't do much out of the half. Cydonia gets the ball back eventually. And with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, McGee has another long touchdown pass from Lattimore, 41 yards. And by the fourth quarter, it is 20-0. Nova Station does eventually drive the field, and they settle for a field goal, but it is blocked and taken 87 yards for another touchdown. 13 minutes left to go in the game, and Cydonia is up at 27-0. Nova Station finally responds with a 31-yard touchdown pass to Brown from Mutombo. And with zeros on the clock, Mutombo throws another touchdown. So they prevent the shutout, but it was never really a game. Cydonia handedly makes a statement. They really did dominate that entire game. It was not nearly as close as Apollo and Tycho. It was front to back domination, 27-0 at the top of the fourth quarter. I think we're gonna have to hurry through these next few games. Real quick. Okay. So, Jupiter and Ganymede. Similar, actually, you know what? I'm going to do. I'm gonna do Europa and Ganymede first. So, game starts. The field goal from Io. Io gets another field goal, top of the second. Europa gets a 21-yard run from Crawford following drive, but they missed the extra point. Able to get the ball back late in the second and get another touchdown, a 29-yard pass, another big play to Shire from Scooter. And with 5 seconds left, I was able to make it 9-13 with a field goal. Europa gets the ball out of the half, kicks a field goal of their own, 16-9. And Crawford with another huge run, 53-yard run. They get the ball back in 3 plays, 48-yard. Must have gone back after a good punt return, but 53-yard touchdown run, 23-9. And Iowa gets a couple field goals in the fourth quarter. Actually, just one field goal and a couple interceptions. Scooter throws a pick, and the Iowa quarterback Buchanan throws a couple picks. So 23-12. Europa. And let me check. Crawford had 152 yards rushing. Wow. Wow, that's actually crazy. Over 247 scrimmage yards. Crawford had a crazy day. Okay. Jupiter and Ganymede. Ganymede has the hope. Winner takes all. The game starts. Ganymede gets the ball, gets a kick. Jupiter loses a fumble in the following drive. Unfortunately, Ganymede in the red zone throws a pick. Shamal to Sanu. Jupiter takes that, goes back and forth. Top of the second quarter, Jupiter ties the game with a field goal. They get the ball back, go down the field, and Ganymede blocks a field goal, keeping the lead. Fortunately, Shamal throws another interception. Jupiter takes that and kicks a field goal going 6-3. However, with a minute left, Shamal takes him down the field to tie up 6-6. Jupiter doesn't do much at their opening drive. However, Ganymede has a blocked punt, but they also stall out. And it is taken all the way to the 1, where Jupiter punches it in to get the first touchdown of the game. Shamal orchestrates a 76-yard drive after that, capping it off. Then a 17-yard pass to Shields, tying it up in the fourth, right before the fourth quarter, 13-13. Jupiter comes out of the fourth quarter, gets a field goal, 16-13. Ganymede. Shamal throws a 27-yard reception touchdown pass to Bentley, making it 20-16. And anyway, where was I? Okay. Shamal, we left off. Shamal had a 27-yard pass to Bentley, making it 20-16. Hopkins throws an interception with 7 minutes to go. Luckily, they get the ball back, stopping Ganymede. With 40 seconds left, Jupiter converts a 4th down in the red zone. It is able to punch it in with 20 seconds left. 10-yard pass to Rush from Hopkins, making it 23-20. And unfortunately, Ganymede cannot get it done. Really good game there. 23-20. So, breaking the theme of the last 2 series, Jupiter goes 3-0. And I believe it is all tied at 3. Europa, Ganymede, and Io all at 1 and 2. Alright. Next series. Next series is Titan versus Mimes. This will be an interesting series. If Titan wins, they need Saturn to win. If Mimes wins, they need Enceladus to win. Okay. Opening drive, Mimes goes down the field. Actually, I believe, never mind. Titan gets the ball first, not able to do much with it. Punts it away. Mimes goes down the field in 10 plays, 70 yards. Gets a touchdown. Lane to Timber, 9-yard pass. The ensuing drive, Titan drives the field, but the swing pass is fumbled by Cooper, and it's Mimes' ball again. They take their time getting down the field, kick a field goal, and that is the last scoring in the second quarter. They get the ball out of the half and drive the field 86 yards, get another touchdown, this time received by Sutton, 17-0 by the fourth quarter. There, it is a defensive slug match until a minute left. Redinger throws a 39-yard pass, making it 7-17, but no help really to do anything else because it is a 3-score game. And the game ends 7-17. Now, all they need now is for Enceladus to win. Unfortunately for Miss Celadus is playing the championship winners. However, they did drop the first game, so it's really anyone's game. The opening drive is received by Enceladus. They don't do much with it. Saturn drives the field and puts up a field goal. They're able to stop Enceladus again. However, on their second drive, Alexander throws an interception around midfield. They're able to get the stop. However, with 4:30 left in the first half, Kerry Blunt puts up a 28-yard pass to Blue, making it 7-3. And there's not much scoring done in the rest of the half. Saturn does get the ball out of the half. So I'm just checking something really quick. Sorry, excuse me. They drive the field, and the rookie fullback Andreas scores his first touchdown of his career. However, they miss the extra point, making it 9-7 game. And 34 seconds left in the third quarter, and Enceladus goes down and puts up another 17-yard pass to Watson this time. So going into the fourth quarter is 14-9. Saturn goes down the field the following drive and kicks a field goal. They are able to get a stop, and under 2 minutes left, they have the ball. They go down the field. It is 25 seconds left on the clock. They hike the ball 3rd and 10. They have one timeout remaining, and Alexander heaves it deep left and calls game. It is the tight end, Beatty, 39-yard touchdown reception. No time for Enceladus to do much, and Saturn takes the division, scoring 19 points again. Another slug match. This time they come back. Let's see, that is a 10-point comeback. Excuse the changing camera angle. My phone, which I record this on, was unfortunately dying. So, it's gonna have to just be like this for right now. I did change up the camera angle this video, so I'd bump the camera and the microphone a little less. So hopefully that works out. Next series. Oh, not next series, sorry. So Saturn wins the initial divisional series through a little bit of help with Mimis, of course. They haven't had more than 20 points yet this season. Their offense is sputtering a little bit early. Not great. But their defense holds strong, allowing 20 points, 12 points, and 14 points. So 20 points being the most they've allowed this season. You'd hope their offense is able to at least score 20 each game. But so far seems to be a bit of a problem for them. But They take first, Mimus takes second, Enceladus third, and Titan fourth. So, next series that I will do will be probably the least interesting one. Excuse me, I'm in the wrong thing. I will do the Neptune division first, just because there isn't much on the line this week. Opening drive is by Triton, and Triton loses the fumble on their own side of the field. They're able to get the defensive stop, likely with a missed kick by Caron. But nonetheless, Triton gets the ball back, goes down the field, and puts up the first points of the game, making it 3-0. They're able to stop Caron, but get stopped themselves. Caron gets the ball in 7 plays, 59 yards, 2:43 off the clock, capped off with a 36-yard touchdown pass from Nichols to Ink. Caron makes it 7-3. Caron gets a stop, gets the ball again, goes down 53 yards. Nichols throws another touchdown pass, 18 yards to Myers. 14-3. And then the rookie, they get another stop, and with a minute left in the first half, the rookie Mohammed gets a 32-yard reception pass from Nichols, making it 21-3. With 1 second left, Triton finally puts points on the board, but it is 6:21 by half. Not much happens right out of the half. Triton eventually ends up with the ball, 5 minutes left in the game clock. They score a touchdown. 3-yard pass from Andres, their first touchdown, but they missed the 2-point conversion. Caron goes down another long drive, 33-yard pass from Nichols to Gillies, another big 30-plus yard touchdown pass. And they try to go for 2 and miss it. So it is 27-12. They get the ball back, go down the field 67 yards, and this time it is punched in by the running back Ink for another touchdown. It is 34-12, and Triton does not do anything for the rest of the game. And a commanding victory by Caron. Oh, not 21. 12. So, Caron unfortunately still takes 4th, despite the showing. And Triton still takes 1st, despite the lack of showing. And Caron's backup Nichols, in his first start, 23 completions, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns. Though his longest one wasn't even in the 30s, it was a 50-yard touchdown pass and 104 rating. That is a headline. Spell that wrong. So, Carolina's backup QB, Nichols, 23 for 32, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 104 rating in his first start. That is impressive. They blow out the series winner Triton. And unfortunately, dropped the first 2 weeks. And are not able to claim the division. Close game against Neptune, really handled by Pluto. Let's see the battle for the number 2 spot. Pluto at home versus Neptune. The game starts with Pluto. Pluto gets the ball into midfield. An interception is thrown by Pluto. Marion, the QB, throws a pick, but they're able to get the stop eventually. Pluto gets the ball again, and the running back Way takes it in top of the second quarter for a touchdown. Neptune matches that with a touchdown, 88-yard pass to Ramses from Pimbleton. Impressive. The following drive, Neptune gets a blocked punt on Pluto, and they waltz in to another touchdown pass from Pimbleton. So go up half, 14-7 Neptune. Neptune gets the ball out of the half, kicks a field goal. Pluto responds with a field goal of their own. And in the very top of the fourth quarter, Jenkins breaks off a 45-yard touchdown run to go up 24-10. Following drive, with 10 minutes left, Marion throws a touchdown pass to Brandt, making it 17-24. They get the ball back. Neptune goes down the field, kicks a field goal. Pluto gets the ball back, kicks a field goal. They eventually get the ball back with little time left on the clock and are unable to do anything with it. So Neptune secures the number 2 spot for the time being, winning 27-20. No real bad luck this time from Pluto, just we're outplayed. And just like that, so far, just like that, there are no winless teams. I just noticed it was really this game that did it. There are no winless teams so far. So hopefully, there won't be as many really horrible teams this year. But at the very least, there's no winless teams at the moment. Now for this division. The first game that will be played will be Tethys Station and Callisto. If Tethys Station wins, they need Zeus Station to win. Callisto wins, they need Uranus to win. So, Tethys Station, I think, has the highest likelihood of winning the divisional series right now, just with that tiebreaker. I don't think Uranus has proved themselves really yet. And Callisto also has gotten blown out. So these two teams have both gotten blown out this season. But we'll see. Anything can happen. The game has started with Callisto's ball. They have a really solid drive, take a lot of time off the clock, and is capped off with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Taylor from Berger. Tethys Station stalls out, doesn't do much with their side of the ball, but they're able to stop Callisto. They get the ball back in the second quarter. 8 minutes left in the half. They put up a touchdown of their own. They went 93 yards in 6 minutes. That's impressive. That's a long, grueling drive. Callisto responds with a 3-minute drive and puts up a field goal. Tether Station responds with a field goal at the 2-minute warning. And under the 2-minute warning, Berger leads a 70-yard drive in 1:30 and puts up a touchdown with 20 seconds left on the clock. So they go into half 17-10. Tether Station gets the ball out of half, don't do much, but they get a stop, get the ball back. 5 minutes left in the third, they tie it up 17-17. They get another stop on Callisto, they get the ball again. They go down the field, put up another touchdown. It is 24-17 now, so there has been a 14-point swing in Tether Station's favor. And miraculously, very next drive, maybe not the very next drive, likely punted a couple times, and they're able to get a safety on Berger. The rare safety, so it is 26-17. Now, with that safety, they get the ball back. They go down the field, 59 yards in 2 plays. So there's a 50-yard completion, most likely. Let me check the stats. It's 50-yard completion to the running back, likely a screen. And they call his number again for a 9-yard, another pass to him. So Gray and Gru orchestrate that whole drive. In 2 plays, they go 59 yards and go 32-17. Now, Callisto gets the ball. Pretty much nothing they can do at this point. They get a 4th down conversion on their own side of the field. It is really close. They get another 4th down conversion in the very next set of plays. So they're not moving the ball very quickly. They're able to get a decent chunk and are able, with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, they are able to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion, making it 25-32. So they just need 7 to tie it up. Unfortunately, they have all their timeouts. So not unfortunately, but they need an onside kick. They recovered the onside kick. Drive the field, 30 seconds left, 4th and 4 on the 30, and they convert. $8 yards onto the 15. And it's 2nd and 4. There's a 9-yard touchdown pass from Berger, tying the game at 18 seconds. The field goal's good. Tether Station tries a Hail Mary, doesn't work. The game goes in overtime, 32-32. Now Callisto gets the ball, and they're only able to put up a field goal. And it is college rule overtime. This is the first overtime, actually. It is college rule overtime, and Tether Station, after Callisto's field goal, are able to put up a touchdown, and the game is over. They call game. 4-yard pass to Gru from Gray. So, valiant comeback by Callisto. The game is basically over, 32-17. But they put a 15-point swing to end the game, but unfortunately lose in overtime. So, comeback thwarted. Now all Tether Station needs. Actually, I'm gonna write that down. miraculous comeback is thwarted in OT. Probably spelled some stuff wrong. It's okay. Now, into this next game. If Uranus has a chance to win, Uranus, who has been down bad their entire franchise, has a chance to win the first divisional series. If they get the W, if Zeus Station wins, it goes to Tethys Station. So let's simulate. The game, Zeus Station starts the game, and they lose the fumble on their own 20. Actually, let me. Uranus starts with the ball. They punt away. Zeus Station fumbles. Uranus takes that in 2 plays. 31-yard touchdown pass to Willix from Vermilion. They surprise, do an onside kick. They get it, but they can't do much with it. They punt it away. Really good punt return by Zeus Station, and on one play, Pimian goes 48 yards for a touchdown. It is 7-7. Vermilion doesn't do much with it, punts it away, and Zeus Station's quarterback Smith throws a touchdown. Throws an interception, opposite of a touchdown, to Uranus. Uranus doesn't do much with it, has to punt it away, and Zeus Station in the first quarter goes up a field goal. As a whole in the first quarter, pretty exciting first quarter. After Zeus Station's field goal, Uranus goes down into the second quarter, puts up a field goal of their own, ties the game. After the next drive by Zeus Station, Pimian gets another touchdown run, 9-yard run this time, making it 17-10, and Uranus kicks a field goal with 20 seconds left in the half. Not much is done in the third quarter. Really late third quarter, Zeus Station kicks another field goal. Going into the fourth quarter, it's 20-13. Top of the fourth quarter, Danahan gets a 6-yard reception from Vermilion, making it 20-20, and with 18 seconds left, ball goes back and forth, and 18 seconds left, Tethys Station has the ball, and they kick a 55-yard game-winning field goal. So pretty good contest, but Uranus just can't do enough. So they dropped to 4. That is actually nuts. So if Uranus would have won, they were either going to be first or fourth. Rough go. So far, this division has gone basically as expected for the most part, Tethys Station being the only major surprise. But that is it for week 3. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were asleep. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.